I'm Victor Devon,
I'm petrified
and this is Tonight.
on Murder, She Wrote. This woman in gold
Look at
lame.
this. LeMay on LeMay.
Wow, it's pretty
She's at a
bad.
murder mystery party. That's where
Yeah.
she's at. She's at a
Uh-huh.
murder mystery party where somebody has to be, no matter what, dressed like a flapper.
Every
No
single
matter
one,
what.
right?
To use billion-dollar technology to look 33 miles away.
This is like the world's most complicated peeping Tom setup.
I don't even know if the comet happens.
No, no,
It's
no, there's no
again
fucking comet.
just MacGuffin MacGuffin.
What a waste of time. What a waste of time.
Yogi, you ready?
I'm ready.
Yogi.
We are a research institute, not a weapons factory.
Times change. We have to change with them.
Tonight on Murder, She Wrote, Dr. Palmer is on the verge of finding a comet.
I didn't know one was missing.
The Verge. Oh dear. Hey, I'm Victor Vaughn,
I'm petrified. And this
and this
is
is
Tonight
Tonight
on Murder,
on
She
Murder,
Wrote.
She Wrote.
Wow, a comet.
Yeah, a comet. We are immediately out of our wheelhouse. We're immediately out of what we're used to and experiencing. This
Oh,
already
yeah.
feels like a very different kind of episode.
Left field right
So
away. Definitely.
this
The
is,
vibes are even weird in this episode, right? Like
yeah.
weird, weird vibes.
It's almost like it's a like another director or another like it's just such a
It,
different feeling.
yeah, it does feel like a different show in a way, especially after what we were just doing. Did we just watch
Yes.
Barbitals?
Yes, Barbitals, which is
Yeah.
such a, such a lived-in Murder She
Uh-huh.
Wrote classic, to go in this direction. And even Doom with a View, which is out of Cabot Cove, but still has all of the familiarity.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, the old broads,
So much
the
fun.
banter back and forth. There's a lot of
Secrets.
familiarity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's part of our
This
cozy little
is
series
such
here. This
a
is weird.
Yeah, it's almost like 50s sci-fi. Like it's a little over the top. It's a little
Yeah.
it insists on a lot of our interest in the field. Like I don't know, like it kind of
It's
this is
very
Harbinger of Death, people. This
abstract.
is
Yeah, this is Harbinger of Death. It's even the sort of like
which
astronomy room that he's sitting in, it feels very like computer, computer, computer. You know what I mean?
it's like war
It's like
games. Like
it's
it's
an idea
almost
of what this place looks like.
and then this woman shows up behind him like I don't know, space noir. It's
In the dark,
so
just standing there.
dramatic.
This is like Samara from The Ring. He has seven
Yeah, and
days.
she's immediately innocent. Like she's
I know.
immediately not a threat,
She's
but
just his
she's there
buddy.
to jump scare.
She's just his buddy.
It's
Yeah, who do we have here? This is Dean Jones. Of course,
oh
we all know
yeah,
who
yeah.
Dean Jones is as Leonard and his assistant, Karen Grassle as Faye. Now, we've seen her before.
Yes, she was the neglected wife in Murder in a Minor Key,
Yeah, and
wasn't
she was
she?
our murderer there.
Yeah.
She did him
So
in.
she's playing a little bit sweeter this time.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was fairly sweet the last time too. I think we were meant to really feel for her.
I did.
Uh yeah, I know
Tyler
you
was
did.
my problem. You know what I mean? Yeah, he was. He was a problem. She did the right thing watching that television show.
I guess this is sort of like what, like the era, like the Cold War sort of like changing of the tides. This feels like I don't know, CIA as opposed to
NASA.
NASA.
And it doesn't feel
But I
like
guess
NASA
this
either. It feels like NASA very light, right?
it's just a little it's both dramatic this hair, my goodness. It's both very dramatic and frivolous at the same time. So yeah, I
Yeah.
think I think it's just a little melodrama. That's the expression. It's
Oh,
very
sure.
melodramatic.
It is. It definitely is. And even the music, like clock the music in the opening sequence, it's very spooky.
Yeah,
It's
let's
very
let
like
me see.
Tim Burton Beetlejuice-esque even. It has like that kind of macabre bend to it.
This is Wonderment,
It's like Batman,
and it is so Batman.
right?
Not even like it's not even Batman the movie, it's Batman the animated series. That's what it gives
Yeah.
me. Yeah, it gives me, oh, what was that actor? What was the composer? Shirley Walker, I think her name was.
Oh, okay.
She was the fabulous composer of the Batman series, which
Hmm.
sort of gave it like this sort of timeless noir. So
It's
because
very
that
that,
animated
right?
series is like diesel punk. It's sort of like it's not quite 1940s, it's not quite 1990.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and frankly, if you give like something a macabre spin on it, you can kind of place it anywhere. It's like a little
Yeah.
secret weapon,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But yes, we have met our first cast of characters. This was Leonard and Faye. I like Karen
They're
Grassle playing a
upset.
scientist here,
He
right?
seems stressed. He seems a little
Well,
stressed.
I think they're expecting a comet to show up like within a day or two. And it's like his life's work is finding this comet. So I think that's where the stress is coming from, right? Oh, and then
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
girlfriend is missing. Carrie, she's just not around.
She's somewhere.
She's somewhere. She's doing
Somewhere.
things. She's got a
Let's
to-do
pause a
list.
second. Let's pause a second.
Sure.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm good.
We got right into it. Sorry, I know
We
we
like
had
really
even
hit the
talked off
ground
the
running,
record. I'm
right?
like, oh, I wanted to say a few things, and I'm like,
Uh,
let's just go. Let's just go. Come
Let's
on.
just
Aren't you
run.
excited about this bizarro episode? Yeah.
Telescopes.
Um, telescopes. Well,
Yes, yes. No, we're good. Should we take that pause then? Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I just wanted to acknowledge a few comments from some of our lovely listeners. One in particular about our Emma McGill episode, Juicy Pickled Herring, number 77. Cat-tastic said, "This is one of my favorite episodes of Murder, She Wrote. I love Emma and how the show brings back Angela Lansbury's older theater work and songs. I actually do too. I think the old Lady Macbeth shoots her son because although she might be cold enough to kill her father-in-law and brother-in-law, it seems less likely she would possibly kill her own son, therefore making her seem less guilty." Yeah, we sort of talked about that in the episode too.
Hmm.
Just the batshit choices, like why she would raise a gun toward her son.
It's desperation.
Desperation, yes. And then we also had a comment on our latest episode, The Ugliest Council Room Ever. That is the one
Uh-huh.
Indian Giver. Coffee Nebula said, I think one of the reasons we don't get a lot of the Cabot Cove regulars in this episode is that it would be hard to hold tension in the episode without them being portrayed as racist, which would color their future appearances. And I thought that was a really thoughtful way of
What
looking
a
at it.
insightful thought on that.
Yeah,
Absolutely, it would
yeah.
absolutely change how we looked at Eve Simpson. It would absolutely
We can't have
change.
Loretta because then we would think Loretta was a
No,
terrible racist
right.
in
And they need
perpetuity.
everybody on that in that episode to be against Jessica,
Right,
essentially, or at
right.
least ambivalent. Again, yeah, yeah. Good
So,
call. I do
yeah,
like
I really like that look at
um
things.
how they spin Seth in that one. He seems fairly pragmatic. He actually doesn't have a lot of commentary about the legitimacy of
No, he doesn't.
and they spin it
Sam the
as a joke
mayor
at the end,
does.
but
Yeah,
it's
but they're
more
very
it's
careful,
more yeah. Oh well,
very
because
careful.
Sam status is everything.
Right. And it's all about what's immediately necessary.
He has nothing if he is not the mayor because he's a total loser. He has
Total
no
loser.
yeah. I mean, he's even a loser in Cabot Cove.
Yeah.
He just happens to be unopposed for the position until he's not, which we'll get to that episode eventually. But
Am I crazy? Is there an episode where they talk about Jessica running for mayor at some point? Am I crazy?
no, you're absolutely right. She is
Okay.
wet in the episode Town Father,
Yes.
which is I believe the last Loretta's Beauty Parlor episode. Um, our friend Purcell, she was our naked humanist.
Lee
Uh,
Purcell, yes.
yeah, it's Lee Purcell.
Running through the
Um,
woods.
she comes to town saying that she's Sam's wife,
Mm,
and that's at the same time when the town is starting to tire of him and
sure.
is looking at and sort of weighing their options. So that's not for another 2 seasons, alas,
Fair.
because they spread the beauty parlor episode. We get one per season for the next three.
Which is a pleasant conservative way of doing things, I think. I think it works.
Yeah, it shows. It shows. I mean, for one thing, if you think about it, it gave those women work. And that's another
Absolutely.
indication of that uh, health insurance scenario that
Hmm.
comes up every now and again with Angela Lansbury and who she chose to work with.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
and I like it when we have like once a season somebody returns. It creates like a cadence of familiarity with the show.
you know what? Always leave them wanting more.
Yep.
If you're this show already runs the risk and sometimes teeters on overexposure on some
Yeah.
storylines or some things.
Hmm.
So, um,
Amos alone.
I mean, yeah. Well,
I wonder if our
excellent. I'm so glad
listeners
that
are as unfond of Amos as I am slash we are. I wonder.
he's beloved. I believe you
He
are
is,
something
right?
of an outlier in that
I
regard, but
guess. I guess.
it's, I think it's less that you dislike. I mean, you don't dislike Tom Bosley in the role. You just sort of find
No, I think
Amos
he's
as a
wonderful.
character to be extremely frustrating.
I mean, I think he's a great sort
And
of small town foil for Jessica Fletcher. I think Tom Bosley is marvelous in it. I think he plays it
yeah,
beautifully. I just think the character is a boob. Just
a
frustrates the
boob.
fuck out of me. Yeah.
And I think he leaves kind of just in time uh to not Flanderize him, as the
Yeah.
expression goes, to
Yeah.
make him basically incompetent. Because we're again teetering. There are episodes where he really does. I mean, I kind of some of the earlier episodes, like Crossed Up, he's so unbelievably out of like it's so
Yeah.
out of pocket.
Hmm.
But whatever. Well,
Well, we don't have any Amos in this episode.
we don't, but we do have another relative,
We
right? This is
do
another Jessica
a niece.
nephew or niece.
Niece,
Niece.
yep. And that's the character
Or both,
Carrie
actually,
that
isn't
I
it?
mentioned.
Isn't her nephew-in-law? That's what it is. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking of.
Yeah. They
So
make a
Dean
whole joke of
Jones,
it even. He's like, "Oh, this is
that's what
Jessica
I'm thinking of.
Fletcher, my aunt." And they're like the
That's what I'm
same
thinking
age.
of.
Yeah.
Um, Dean Jones, who is, I mean, whether you know
Legend.
him, I mean, maybe you know him from his Disney work. He was in Company
He was our
with
Bobby.
Bobby,
Bobby,
Bobby.
baby. Robert, darling. Yeah. I mean,
Robert
he's been in
Love.
everything. Dean Jones has been in everything. And he has such a
And has
recognizable
he
voice too.
already been in Murder, She Wrote? Is this a returning player?
He is, he was in It's a Dog's Life.
There we have it. Oh,
Yeah,
he
so
was
he
our
was
lawyer.
early. Yeah.
He was our lawyer, who also just crumbled. He
Right.
he spiraled. We talk
Mm,
all the time when the killer
that's
like
right.
really has these confession scenes where they just spiral, and he just
Crashes
spirals.
out in that courtroom.
Uh
That's
Well,
a good scene.
but this is him playing nice, basically. This is his second
A good
of his
guy.
two appearances.
So he's an
He's
astronomer. He's in charge of this telescope room.
yeah,
What
where
do
are
they
we?
call observatory? It's some sort of observatory.
Where is NASA located?
Eh, Houston?
Where is NASA? Audiences, don't judge us. We have a lot going on. DC. I mean that of course it's in
That
DC.
that makes sense.
How,
Yes.
how,
And they
although
make several
is
Washington.
this actually at no, then maybe this isn't DC because
I don't think it
the
is. I
Johnson
think this
Space
is somewhere
Center is
else.
in Houston. Is this meant to be Johnson? Audience,
Who?
give me a second.
Johnson.
Johnson Space Center is in Texas. Kennedy Space Center is in Florida.
Hmm.
The Goddard Space Flight Center is in Maryland. And the Jet Propulsion Laboratory is in Pasadena, which is my neck of the woods.
No, I don't think
But
any of
since
these places are those. I think this is like an independent conservatory environment, right?
well, that would also that would simplify things considerably.
Yeah, because our Dean Jones is the astronomer. He doesn't seem to have a lot of power here. There's a lot of
No, no, he's an
bureaucracy
underling.
working. Yeah. And of course, Kay,
This is his moment. Like this is almost like a,
he's gonna find that comet.
and we meet,
It's gonna be called Dean Jones Comet.
oh God, this gentleman with this hairline. It's just so distracting.
Okay, this guy is
That would
also
be
like a top tier A-list character actor. He's in everything.
Robin Gamel. Uh, yeah. I always think of he has such a small role in it, but it's for some reason I always think of him as one of the people who is in Sister Act 2. He's
Yes.
on the
Wait,
he's
he's
one of the
literally
priests.
listed
He's one
as
of the priests in that.
archdiocese person number two. That's his
There you
role in
go.
that. But
There
that's
you
him.
go. See,
Yeah.
but immediately
You know, he's like,
that's what
let's
I
go for
immediately
lunch,
thought of.
Crispy. Yeah, that's that
That's
guy.
so funny.
And
That's
he's in
so
all
funny.
sorts of stuff.
And then, of course, Jeffrey Tambor,
Jeffrey Tambor. So who are
who
these
out
people?
of uh
Jeffrey is like the head of this department or something? This
yeah.
this
So
astronomy
he's the
department?
suit. He's I mean
Yeah.
they actually kind of really indicate us like Dean Jones is sort of like in like this associate professor sort of mode, and with the corduroy shirt and
Wearing all
the
brown. Yes. Very
and
academic, right?
the what do you call them? Elbow patches.
Yes. Which looks
Um,
so bulky whenever I see them. I just hate that. How
oh,
can you stand
it's
it?
such a trope. I find it kind of charming, but yes,
Do
yes,
you?
I
Yeah.
um so all right.
We're getting
According
ahead
to
of
the
ourselves,
internet,
right?
this takes place in
Yes.
Ithaca. They are in Ithaca, New York,
Yeah. Okay.
evidently.
Yeah.
Evidently. And Jessica is coming to visit because her niece and her nephew-in-law are trying to they're in the middle of like what their third anniversary celebration. They're trying to be a couple who also has a lot of shit going on at work. It's hard to
Hmm.
work with a loved one.
Oh yeah.
And Dean Jones seems like the obsessive type. Leonard. Leonard seems like he's is highly focused on this comet, which
He's
I
certainly
mean,
high strung.
yeah.
Yeah.
What are the stakes? Why is
Well,
this comet
wait,
so
does
important?
he work with Carrie? You said that they work together. Do they work together?
Don't they? She was just in the
No, you're thinking of Karen Grassle.
oh, I'm thinking oh
She's his
God,
like
sorry.
assistant.
My head.
I think Carrie just lives there with him, but she's not around right
Strike
now.
that, strike that, reverse it.
Yeah.
I got my names confused. I got my names confused.
Carrie, Carrie.
Too much. They can't do that. They shouldn't do that. So his assistant, played by our neglected wife. Sorry, there are a lot of people here. And he also they drop us right in. They do drop us right
Yeah,
in
yeah. Well, it's interesting. There actually aren't that many people in this cast, but we get them all like immediately. And so
at
you have to sort
once.
of like gather yourself to figure out who's who. Well, and Jessica, why is she here? Because of their wedding anniversary. And she shows up and she's like, I'm here for your anniversary. And he's like, oh, that's next week. And she's like,
Which is that a thing?
Leonard, it's this week. She seems very upset that he's forgotten his anniversary
Uh,
and that Carrie,
I
the niece, isn't even there.
just a moment for this coat. It's very simple, but it's so stylish. Look at those lapels.
Are you talking about Jessica's?
Her coat, I love it.
It is bulky. She's gonna stay
The
warm.
angling of it though, it
Hmm.
looks very cozy.
Oh yeah.
You imagine that in like a nice little ski weekend or a
Yeah, this trench
blustery New
is
York trek.
it.
I like it. I like
That's what it looks like, a blustery New York trek.
it.
You're gonna have galoshes go to the bodega downstairs. You know this woman. You know this woman.
Mm,
Well, now Jessica is visiting the telescope.
the observatory. Yeah. What are the stakes here? Why do we care so much about this?
I have to tell you, when I was doing my homework and watching this for today,
Yeah.
I think I started it 4 times and got through like the first 20 minutes like 4 different times before I was like, I'm just not caring enough to pick up some of the details. We're just relationship building at this point. Leonard wants
Hmm.
to catch a comet. Kay is his assistant helping. Carrie,
You don't
the
catch a
niece,
like got it. There got it.
catch a falling star and put it in your pocket. Did you never see Stardust, Victor Devon? Shame on you.
It's I know, I'm sorry.
Jessica's here to visit the niece who's with Leonard the astronomer, but she's not there because apparently they're having some marital problems. I think they get into that
Always.
always. Then we have
Jessica
Jeffrey
always visits a
Tambor.
couple on the brink, and they always are 100% by the end.
Yeah.
Whether one is working too hard at the TV station or one is blind and not willing to admit when when he needs help, she will always bring couples together.
She will. She's like Cupid.
Hmm. But for existing, she never helps. She's really bad when she's trying to match people. Her Grady and when
Oh,
she
it's not for
she's
her.
just not
Yeah.
good at that.
She should
But
stay.
she
She's no
kicks.
Emma Woodhouse. Yeah. Step aside, girl. Okay, so now we're at this like political fundraising sort of event, and we get a little
Yes,
bit more
this is
insight
run
into
by
some of
Jeffrey
our
Tambor.
characters. Right. So the suit's running it. Wait, our guy with the hairline, with the crazy hairline, what is his?
Yeah.
He's a doctor, but what is he doing here? He's just like being creepy in the background, basically.
Um, I don't remember what his role is. He does serve a point
I
in
think
a
he's
future
trying
moment.
to, he's working with Jeffrey Tambor and they're trying to look at what government contracts look like, sort of defense contracts for their work look like. And of course, Dean Jones is vehemently opposed to it because he thinks they are an educational organization and that's the work they should be doing. Finding comments. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, this is interesting because NASA, this is actually, if you really think about it, a huge era specific episode. This really does reflect the times.
Hmm.
Our ish our we I mean we kind of have lost interest in the space program. We don't regularly go to the moon anymore.
No.
Um, at the best, every once in a while we hear about what that space force, I forget what the administration calls it.
It's like
Um,
SpaceX or something.
yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
war division of
Space Force.
yeah. And this is 87. This is after the Challenger disaster. So while
Right.
this doesn't involve space travel, we're already kind of like this is sort of like a safe version. This is observing. This is looking at things as opposed to going and
Hmm.
touching that falling star,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
For so folks who are unfamiliar, if you're of a certain age, the Challenger disaster specifically was in 86 when a civilian, actually, I believe an elementary school teacher, traveled with all these experts, and the Challenger exploded, and it was this huge international incident, and it really affected, I think, a lot of our trust in the space program.
Yeah. Our perception at the very
Uh,
least.
I mean, already it was murky because we had already experienced that with the Apollo missions, Apollo 13, which is in
Yeah.
fact based on a true story. And so this is sort of like from a distance. This is allowing us to look at space without
Yes.
actually being there.
Well, and
Uh,
you said earlier, like, why do we care? And that's a similar question I have. Like, what are the stakes here? Like, because they talk about like government contracts and discovering this comet, but no one seems to really care about the comet except Dean Jones,
and that
Leonard.
might be why. That might be why,
Yeah.
because if you don't create interest in the world or in your nation, why would you get funding?
Yeah. But then we
The
don't get
Simpsons
any
actually
insight.
addresses that a couple of times when it
Yeah.
indicates like, oh, we have to get the common man back into it because they don't care anymore. Um, so you pull stunts. You sort of liven things up a little.
Sure. Well, and so I guess to liven things up here, they
Sure.
want to pivot to like defense contracts, but they don't even really talk about what those are. They just have this sort of generic term, defense contract, around it.
Yeah.
So we don't really know what that is or what kind of work they're capable of doing. And so I guess maybe because it's so
It's almost
vague,
like a MacGuffin. It's almost
yeah,
like
it
it's
doesn't
just
really
there to be
matter.
there.
It's like, oh, politics. Look, there's politics happening here. You don't need to know the politics of the politics, but they're happening. That's kind of the vibe here.
Politics of the politics are
Yeah.
happening. Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
And we
Uh,
just met a politician, I believe. This woman, Madeline DeHaven in gold
Look at
lamé.
this. lamé on
Wow.
lamé.
Wow, it's ugly.
It's a piece. It's
She
a
looks like
statement.
she's going to a costume party where they're dressed like ancient Egyptians or something. It's pretty
She's at a
bad.
murder mystery party. That's where
Yeah.
she's at. She's at a murder
Uh-huh.
mystery party where somebody has to be, no matter what, dressed like a flapper. Like,
Every
no
single
matter
one,
what,
right?
every
Every
single one, there
single
has to at
one.
least, once you bring in a headband, which is actually that's a hat, but the way that
That's
it's
it.
styled, it looks like a headband.
It sure does.
It
It's very
also looks
flat.
so
I
cheap.
can't I can't even
It
make out
looks
what's happening on this
so
look.
cheap.
What is this? Well, is it a tunic? Is it a
Okay, so
blouse?
we have the outer jacket, which is sort of like
Uh-huh.
reptilian skin. Not even
Yes.
snake skin, but like like almost like
Gold lame
iguana skin.
reptilian skin. Yes.
We then have a blouse or a
Ugh.
dress, I can't quite tell from this angle. And then this beaded black and gold situation, which breaks up the gold in the wrong way.
It's bad. Yeah, I don't understand it.
Then we have an entirely different gold introduced in the hat, which looks like she's
Is it
about to do
beaded?
aerobics.
Yeah, it looks like a
It's
scrunchy headband, but it also looks like a hat. I don't know how to
it's like
make a distinction
stretch
there.
fabric. It looks
Yeah.
like stretch fabric.
And it looks like it's fraying
Um,
all over the fucking place too.
Absolutely.
That thing's
And then
gonna
it goes into
catch.
this black netting, like a lace
What is this?
situation.
What is this look? It's
This is a
bizarre.
woman who plays by her own rules.
She
Every
looks
once in
like
a
she's
while, we get the one eccentric in in a world full of suits, and she is that one for us.
this
My
woman
God, we're
is a
already 12 minutes in.
I know.
Damn, we've really nothing has happened.
Nothing has
Wow,
happened.
but
Just
we're
this
already
woman
this far
who
in.
looks like she's offending all of the continent of Africa.
Oh,
It's
in
rough.
1929.
Yeah. She also
Oh, and
has
then we
a
have the
wild
earrings,
voice,
which
by the way.
also, yeah, let's see.
The earrings are kind of Art
Let's get a
Deco, but she has this like Katharine Hepburn North Atlantic meets Margaret Hamilton quality about her, which is so
it's an
bizarre.
affect. Yeah,
Yeah.
let me see. Let's hear.
Drake, be a dear and get me a drink, will you, while I see if there's anybody here worth talking to?
Ellen, please say hello to Jessica Fletcher. She's a reporter.
Washington Post? New York Times.
Oh, nothing so influential. I only write mysteries. What do you do?
I make political waves.
Actually, Madeline is Director of Defense Spending Review with the General Accounting Office in Washington.
Oh, yes, of course. You're Madeline DeHaven. Yes, I saw you interviewed on television last week.
And so, it seems, did Russell Armstrong. Nice to meet you.
The gamut of
Friendliest of
content.
ladies,
Yeah, she's quite cold.
but she is captivating, and you want to know more. And
Yeah.
we only get like bits of her to start. Um,
There's
we will
something of like
eventually,
almost jokerish about her smile too.
yeah.
You know
Well,
what I
you know what I
mean?
love is that she's playing this so very different. than how we've seen this actress before. Because do you even know who that is?
Marcia Rodd?
Yeah.
Let's see. What should I
No,
know
guess. You
Marcia
don't
Rodd
don't look it
from?
up. Don't look it up.
Okay, okay, okay.
Look at this
Ah,
face and tell me where in Murder, She Wrote she's been before.
we've seen her already.
We have. She's a returning player.
Oh, bitch.
She
I
has
feel like
lost a lot
it's
of weight, so she is
okay.
very different looking. Her face is affected by that.
I mean, she looks a little gaunt in the face. Maybe I don't know. Who is this?
This is Betty from Home Fries Burning, our
No
victim
way.
of the belladonna. Look at
No
there. Yeah, that's
way.
her. Yeah,
I can't believe it. That does not look like
yeah,
the same human being. Wow.
yes.
Betty who got the
Yep.
axe.
Betty who got the axe. See?
She ate those
Look at the face.
preserves
Do you
and
see
was
it?
no
You see
more.
it how I
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Dang.
her.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Playing a very different
I was
part.
saving for that. I was waiting for you to bring it up, which is why I didn't immediately jump in. Because I was wondering if
No,
you were gonna.
I didn't
Yeah, we
clock
have
it.
quite a few. We have
There's a
quite a
lot of
few
returners.
repeats.
Yeah.
George DiCenzo is also in this
Yeah.
as our detective.
Right. We
Uh,
also met this guy named Drake Eaton who was on Madeline's right hand, and they're a little business colleagues, something or other. Again, a lot
strong,
of
yeah,
relationships. I
strong
think we get
features.
more later. Yeah.
He's not unhandsome.
No. Pretty blonde man, very Nordic looking.
Yeah, I don't love the hair. There's a lot of hair gel in this
There's a
episode, not
lot.
doing anyone's favors.
You could knock on that thing and hear an echo. Oh, it's just such a boring party, Victor. It's just such a
I
boring party.
know, I know.
Ugh, the relationships are just kind of boring. The party is boring. I would not want to be at this party. Even Jessica is like a little awkward and uncomfortable. Can I
Oh,
have
it's funny.
mineral water with a twist of lemon? She literally is looking around like, who do I talk to? No one. Great. Let's have a drink.
Oh, good person I've met before.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
Yeah. Karen
She and
Grassle is
Faye.
is costumed so differently in this than she was in Murder in a Minor Key, right? She was in that sort of chic black widow's mourning dress in that one. She looks so taut and lithe, and in this she's very buttoned up and academic looking. A little dowdy, but she wears it well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, because she's not affluent. She's working class here,
Yeah.
and she's a scientist, but she's in science, but she's not a she's not the kept wife in the
Hmm.
same way. We meet a little bit our handsome Nordic man. We find out he's a bit of a gigolo. That his role for Madeline is
Hmm.
basically to sort of he says I make her feel important, which is an
It's interesting
interesting.
that he says it out loud so
Well,
freely.
he says it privately. He says it to
Yeah,
our doctor, but
right.
oh,
Who
and we
are
have yeah,
who are all sort of in on this like defense idea together, right? They all kind of want to move in this direction, and the only one who's sort of opposed is the Dean Jones character. Is that kind of what's
yeah.
happening? And of course, Dean
This
Jones
okay,
just yelled at somebody at the party.
yeah, he's distracted. This
Yeah,
is very murder mystery dinner party. This is the setting. These are all the characters
yeah.
that each of the people are assigned, and it just reads very superficial, and maybe that's why we're just sort of we haven't really like when we have an episode even farther away that's grounded in like our
Hmm.
powder kegs or our cemetery vote, which is very mundane, beige setting. We dive right in.
Yeah.
Here, do you notice you and I are just sort of dancing above this? Like
Yeah, because there's nothing to talk about. What, how many
we're
minutes are
just
we
not
into this?
permeating the world. Say that again?
How many minutes are we in so far?
Oh, we are 15
Nothing.
because I went back a little bit.
It's all
Yeah,
fodder. It's all
it's all in
relationships
theory
and
too.
all
It's all
like
theory.
vague, vague ideas about politics, about science. We haven't even like really hit the ground running. Like nothing has happened.
No, we're just waiting for someone to die,
Oh, geez.
frankly. Well, I mean, and I don't even mean that in like because I hate everybody. We're waiting for somebody to die because that's when Jessica will clock in. Like
Right.
that's
And that's what we signed up
we're
for. That's why I tuned in. I want to see the grisly deaths here.
yeah.
And just it's just a
And
lot of
maybe, you know
setup,
what?
and a lot of the
Maybe
setup is not
astronomer,
necessary.
this is the reappearance of a comet that, it shows up like once a century.
Yeah,
If that's your bag, maybe this is fascinating for you.
sure.
Um,
But there's not even any science about the comet.
no,
Like there's
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 not.
there's like 20 seconds of him showing, which we just missed, how the machine works and how they program the telescope to look in certain directions. And he has all these papers and he puts his coffee down on it after he spills and makes a mess. And Jessica is like,
Which we're told immediately that'll be important later.
yeah.
Like we're given all of the signs with these giant warning lights to tell us.
They're very sleek about it, but it does happen pretty obviously, right? Like all things considered. Uh, Jessica almost doesn't make a big deal about it. Almost, but enough that we know it's
Almost.
important. But at any rate, she's like, I don't want to be here. This is boring as fuck. I'm out. Peace.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's on the phone. We meet Carrie, who
Finally,
is our
the
our
niece.
wife. Uh our wife of Dean Jones, who's I mean, they don't really talk about it, but she's 20 years younger than him,
Oh,
if not.
they do make a note about it. Yeah, because Dean Jones makes a comment about how he's Jessica Fletcher is his aunt. Oh, I always wanted to say that because they're basically the same age.
Oh, but see that's more related to her than it really
Yeah.
is about
I
the
think they
marriage.
make a
Like
few comments about how because of their age difference, maybe they're not seeing eye to eye, or maybe she
mm,
is not settled in their marriage the way he is, what he wants. So I think that's where their problems are right now. So she just like disappeared.
mm,
Her aunt comes to
mm.
town and she's just not there. How rude.
Yeah, and
Doesn't make
not because
sense.
she's busy. Like at least our aunt in or sorry, our niece in no account not no accounting. The other one. Oh God, what's her name?
Which one?
The one who's in Birds of a Feather, but then she becomes an advertising agent. Oh, corned beef.
Corned beef and
The
carnage.
corned beef and cabbage. At least she's busy because she has shit to do. She has,
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile,
and because she has to become the murder suspect.
yeah.
So she has to separate herself. Oh, someone's dead.
Someone's dead.
Finally.
About time.
Who's dead? Who is it?
The blonde, the
The
Viking.
blonde.
Drake Eaton is the
Our
character's name.
gigolo.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah. Which is a shame, frankly, because he was actually between he and Madeline, they were the most interesting subplot so far.
It's true.
Um, so where are we? We are
This is
in
okay. This is convoluted. Let me see if I can lay this
yes.
out. So they were in the telescope room in the morning. Jeffrey Tambor's
Hmm.
character, Russell, is in there with Karen Grassle's Kay. And they're like, why is this pointing over here? This is supposed to be pointing in the sky. And Jeffrey Tambor looks in and he's like, that's my house. Why is it pointing at my house? He looks through and he sees the body laying on the ground. So what happened was he lent his place to a friend, quote unquote friend, which we find out later is going to be Carrie. Sorry, spoiler. So he wasn't
Uh,
there. So then they
a
go
friend
to his
of a
house.
similar age, which actually
Right.
should have been our
Yeah.
sign, really.
By the way, this house is 33 miles away from the telescope. So that's kind of a far ways. That's
That's
not just a
gigantic.
drive up the hills. That's like almost an hour trip into the hills of New
Minimum.
York, right? This is a big deal. So people are scattered. And then we get our Sergeant Kettler, our police presence here in George DiCenzo, who we've seen already twice.
Yeah. But we'll most memorably recall him falling off a balcony or being thrown
In
off a balcony
The
in
Wizard, Off
Wizard.
to Kill the Wizard, yeah. And now we
And he's
finally
often plays
get,
like the tough. To see him as a sergeant is interesting.
yeah, I think it's a good fit.
He's a
He's a
little
little,
gruff,
yeah,
but he's got procedure. And so he actually is very
right.
much and he's also a little he has moments of affability.
He's a real
There's this
person.
this
He's not a
interaction with
trope.
him and Jessica. Hang
Yeah.
on, she totally shoots him down, and it's just so funny to me. Hang on.
No, he's not the person I thought was staying here. Must be the victim's scarf. It's got blood on it.
All right, bag it. Send it to the lab.
Excuse me, Sergeant. How was he killed?
It was a gunshot right in the ticker. You keep any handguns around here, Mr. Armstrong?
Certainly not.
Did you notice any powder burns?
No. What'd you say your name was again, lady?
Fletcher, Jessica Fletcher.
Do you know this guy?
Well, not really. I mean, I met him last night for the first time, briefly.
Mrs. Fletcher is a guest of the Astrophysics Institute. She's also a writer of some repute.
Oh, yeah? My wife's a writer, too. About this guy.
They immediately
Worked for
dropped it.
Madeline DeHaven. She's the director of one of those federal agencies.
Oh,
GOA.
Oh, great. Just what I need, a stiff with clout.
a stiff with clout.
You know, I love a stiff with clout.
Oh
Anyway.
dear. So, uh, someone who is dead, or actually, what's really interesting here is our victim is also not part of the program or any of these directly related to that we can
Yeah.
think of, that has to do with NASA.
Right.
Um,
He's there. He's only there because he's with Madeline DeHaven, who's there to do whatever influencing she's trying to do over these contracts and this organization. So yeah, they don't belong here. And it's so bizarre that his dead body would be found in Russell's house, right? It's so weird.
mhm.
They have no connection, theoretically. By the way, Jeffrey Tambor looks so young in this.
He does. I mean, he's always sort of, I think he's always sort of looked the same at a certain point in his,
Hmm.
in when we know him. Um, I don't know. And then he looks exactly like how he looks like in Arrested Development for the rest of
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
tenure.
True.
And I was never a transparent watcher because that was on Apple and I never had Apple. Um, and I know that he got a lot of press for it because that was one of the first like leading trans storylines in that kind of focus and had a I read or listened to the memoir to Alexandra Billings, Alexandria Billings, and she talks about working on that show and what he was like. And he was kind of a dick, and he was
Yeah.
famously a dick to Jessica Walter, and that has unfortunately colored my opinion of him
Yeah.
forever.
I had a feeling he would come up today as sort of like life and work ethic and disposition outside of the show. And it's frustrating. It's
Yeah.
really too bad because he has such a prolific career and like it's been such a wonderful presence in so many films and movies and things to just to have it cloud your perception of somebody sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Luckily,
I
he
don't know,
doesn't do too much
were you an
here.
Arrested Development fan? Because
I loved it.
that was a
I
wild
loved
show.
it. I loved
Yeah.
Arrested Development. I was
Wild,
such a
wild
fan.
show.
I didn't watch the reiteration after it had been off the air for many years and then came back. I didn't watch that, but I did watch the first three seasons pretty religiously. It was
The continuation
it was a
series, it's fun.
standard.
It's different.
Yeah,
She's great, of course. I
of
mean,
course.
oh, all right. So
Oh, things.
we're talking about anything but this episode. All right.
Ugh.
So we have Carrie has been brought in for questioning.
Well, because she showed up at Russell's house when they were there. When Jessica and the inspector and the cops were all there, Carrie just showed up and screamed at the dead body. Why did she go there? So now, of course, she is being carted in. Oh my God, no. Yeah. So we can fill in the gaps because nothing's
Also, the thing
happening.
that scream makes no sense for when it happens. Like
No, it
she's
doesn't.
already clutching a pillow.
Yeah.
Like that scream, that dub, it's such the wrong moment. It's such the wrong moment. But they're
Bad
trying. They're
judgment.
trying.
Yeah. She looks so familiar. She looks like the girl in Ghostbusters a little bit that
Oh,
Bill
Carrie
Murray is
does?
flirting with at the beginning. Do you know what I'm talking about? They're playing with the note cards and he's
Oh
saying she's
God, it's been
psychic.
forever.
She looks like that woman. I gotta find out. Kate McNeil, who are you?
I know her from the House of Sorority Row and a couple of other sort of B horror movies.
Yeah.
Um, that's how I associate her.
Yeah, I don't really recognize most of it's a lot of guest stars, guest starring roles, one-offs. Not in Ghostbusters. I'm devastated. I'm
Oh,
devastated.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I thought she'd be the one, but she looks like her anyway. Anyway, what's happening again?
We've been over this a dozen times. She says she's given her statement. Can I take her home now? She's my niece. She didn't kill anybody.
Of course she
Has
didn't.
the has a Fletcher relationship or a McGill relationship actually ever been the killer? I don't think that's ever happened. They've
I
always
don't
been
think
innocent,
so. I think that would taint Jessica by association too much.
right? I mean, we come awfully close soon with our fish story,
Hmm.
but even that has, not direct relation.
Right.
Um,
Oh, couple reunited.
Leonard and Carrie together. This blue purple lipstick on Carrie is so distracting. She
She
looks
looks
like
like
she's
she's
so cold.
dying. Yeah.
She's she's Laura Palmer. Like it's so cold. Oh, she and her last name was Palmer. She's just so cold. Um,
What a choice.
it's severe.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks ill. Um, and he's just finding out ostensibly that Drake, our gigolo, Nordic, Drake, our Nordic gigolo, is dead.
Is dead.
Um, you know what? Bring back Madeline. Come on, let's add some color to
I
these
know, I
festivities.
know. There's all this nonsense about how like Carrie and Leonard are lying to Jessica. They're not being totally transparent with her, and she's basically just begging them. Oh, there she is. She showed up. Okay,
In this
Madeline.
red
And
and
this
black
red,
ensemble.
my note is this bitch in red.
You know, you know what Coco Chanel said besides that she was a Nazi? She said, before you leave, take off something. This woman said, put on 3 or 4 more.
Uh-huh.
You know what? We deconstructed the last one. Let's
The
get
more
there.
I
So we
see
have this,
her, she's a true
it's a
eccentric,
full,
right?
it's a perspective. You know what? I
Yeah.
appreciate the commitment. She's also performing
Nobody.
like she's in Sunset Boulevard. Like she's really,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
She really thinks she's head bitch. I appreciate.
The arched eyebrow. It's almost like this role was written for like a Joan Collins.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, let's see
We
what you
couldn't
can
get
do. And she
Joan.
is playing it to the hilt. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
And
Oh,
that's
these
okay.
looks.
I think she's committed. She has a point of view. I really enjoy the color infused into
Oh, I
this.
mean, everything else is just so fucking gray. Everything is the color of concrete in this episode. She's the only Papa person. Look at this room. We have Kay,
Yeah.
Jessica, the cop, and Leonard, and they are all in fucking brown and gray.
This is this is, a pretty genius choice by our color theory cinematographer,
Totally.
however. The wardrobe department came to work today because they
Hmm.
did this really on purpose. This is not a
They
coincidence that everyone's muted.
no, and in this environment with these sort of gray colored switchboards and
And instruments,
stone
yeah.
colored instruments and computers, I mean, it's really a tableau. It's quite beautiful. It could
Yeah.
be a fashion spread.
Oh, florals for spring.
Groundbreaking. What are they even talking about now? I don't
Um,
know.
so Okay, so they go to the observatory, and Kettler, our sergeant, says that the telescope is not looking out into space right now. It is ridiculously focused on Armstrong. Is it Armstrong's house?
Yeah.
Is that our gentleman? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Russell
Jeffrey Tambor
Armstrong.
is Armstrong. To use billion-dollar technology to to look 33 miles away
Ugh.
using an observatory. So, I mean, I guess
This is a big
that's
swing.
possible. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't ever view telescopes of looking down or looking across. I would imagine that there would be the whatever metric that you use would force them up. But okay, I don't know
Also,
the
this
technology.
is
And again, they're just sort of waving this through, so we have to sort of accept it.
yes. Uh, this is like the world's most complicated peeping Tom setup here.
And also, what does that indicate? Okay, so I'm looking at something 33 miles away, therefore I killed this guy in this house. How did he get there? Like he looked at him and said, "Okay, I have 90 minutes before he leaves." Or like
Right. He'd have to get all the way over there. It's a crazy setup.
yeah.
Well,
Presumably, I mean,
like,
you could rear window it.
yeah.
You could see the activity. Uh,
Well, in Kay, she stands up for Leonard and says, "There's no way that we could have done this. Here are the programming reports for the telescope. This is where it was set up to go. That's how it moves. We don't do it independently. We do it all with computers." So she's standing up for
right.
Leonard, right?
Oh, absolutely. That maybe that's why I sort of interpreted sort of the is there a love?
Yes, she loves him.
Why is there always a love?
She has
Why
like
is there
this
always the dowdy woman
pining
in
love
love
for
with
him.
the
I feel like I
why
just
do we
want to
do
say what
this?
happens in this episode because I'm very impatient with its pacing.
I know.
Um, but yeah, she reveals later, or Jessica even calls out like, "Oh, you loved him. This is why you did this thing," which I won't reveal just yet. But Karen is pining for Leonard and doesn't think that
I so
Carrie, as the young wife, is a good option for him.
well, so Jessica has this freak out moment, and Jessica doesn't freak out a whole lot on this show,
Yeah.
and I would like to hear it because you know what? Sounds so exasperated with this fucking couple. Let's get
Leonard, if I've learned anything in the past few days, it's that I love you, and I want to stay
Ugh,
with
bore.
you if you want me.
Carrie, you don't have to explain anything.
Well, I wish someone would explain some things to me. There are few people in the world as dear to me as you two. But I'm sorry, a murder has been committed, and you two are both lying to the police, and I would like to know why.
Jessica's right. I owe you the truth.
Whatever happened, it's my fault, my responsibility.
Leonard, you have to know. I did see Drake Eaton last night. The fact is, I asked him to come.
Slut. You harlot.
you. She's she's on that extra cycle. And also, this is this a pantsuit she has on?
Before you.
They look like clown pants.
It was
Hammer
business.
They
pants.
are.
We broke up after a few months.
Why didn't you
Why
tell me?
didn't you tell me, Carrie?
That was in the past.
What about my bicycle clip?
Because I wasn't sure it was in the past. Leonard, don't you understand? I thought I had lost you to your work. I was lonely. I felt neglected. I wasn't sure anymore about anything, most of all us. I needed some time to sort things out.
So you invented the little fiction about Aunt Edna.
Russell said I could use his house for a few days. He said he wouldn't tell anyone. A few weeks ago, I got a call out of the blue from Drake. He said he was coming to the conference. I sent a note to his hotel asking him to come by last night. Drake had always been a friend, someone I could talk to. That's what
It's
I
so
wanted,
dry.
someone to talk to.
So,
That's what I told myself. When he arrived,
oh my
he'd been
God,
drinking. It became obvious the talk was
he
not very
wanted
kind.
you.
All right, Carrie, this is not
Oh my
necessary.
God, let her speak,
This is
Dean.
just not
I
necessary.
tried
Oh
to
my
be
God.
kind, but he was persistent, abusive. He dragged me into the bedroom. I was terrified.
That is terrifying.
I
It is
shoved him.
terrifying.
I ran
We had to
out.
ruin Drake like this. Come on.
I know.
I did spend the night in my car up in the hills, but I didn't sleep.
It's another trope the show likes where a lot of the sexually liberated potential woman is borderline or quite literally assaulted. He became
Yeah.
abusive. He became this, and
Oh,
it's
it's
sort of
almost
like,
like justifying because she called him there that he advanced on her. It's her fault or something. Yeah.
yeah,
It's a little ick.
we're a step away from asking what she was wearing at the time. Like it's just a little,
Basically. So
but
so
but
they did
but
have
she didn't kill him. But she
she
didn't
didn't
kill
kill
him.
him. No.
That's the thing.
She ran away.
And she's not even really a suspect. They think it was possibly Palmer because or Leonard because it was his scarf
He
that was
would have
found at
bloody scarf was found at the site, and it was his telescope that was zeroed in on that room where they would have been
right.
together. So he would
Which
have
again,
seen Carrie
he's not
with,
the only one with clearance. All right, we're gonna listen a little bit to Senzo because you know what? He's fun too.
yeah, he is fun.
Fletcher, they told me you were looking for me.
Sergeant, I want to talk with you.
Oh, yeah, come on in. Make
This is
yourself
such a
home.
different spin on him. He's usually so stiff and like
Yeah, he's very
pulling a gun out on
congenial and
people.
like he's buddy with
Yeah,
her. Well, and isn't there some convoluted like C plot where they're working on a book together or something, and that's how she basically is getting all this clearance to ask these questions because she has
yeah,
See, I'm able to
manipulated
turn
him
all
and
my
made him think that
on tape.
they're gonna cash in together or something.
Stuff you wouldn't believe.
yet
Sex,
again.
corruption, real kinky stuff they couldn't even put in the papers.
Oh, well, yes, I can imagine that that sort of thing might be very popular.
The problem is, she doesn't have anything published yet. That's where you come in. Being a pro. We figured we'd give you all our stuff. You know, the notes, the rough manuscripts. You write them up, you sell it to your publisher, and we split 50-50. What do you say?
Well, I hardly know what to say.
Usually she has detectives with like digestive issues or
Now he wants to make her
or
his writing secretary, his wife's writing secretary, basically. This is nuts.
oh my gosh. So we are a half hour in. We have about 15 minutes to get to our button or confession, depending on how the show goes. Because
Yeah,
again, sometimes these episodes do run right into the ending.
true.
Um,
Do you feel like you're just counting down the seconds? Like, I'm like, is it over
yes,
yet? What is happening?
yes, yes, yes. Oh, but at least okay, finally we have
Oh,
Madeline again.
Madeline's back. Oh,
Oh, but it's the same outfit. All right,
and
I'll
her
handle
red
I'll deal with
pirate look. Yeah. She does. What is this flower on the lapel? We didn't make a note
It's
about that before. It's so ugly.
no.
It looks so cheap.
Oh, it's
Oi,
yeah. Oh,
oi, oi,
absolutely.
oi, oi, oi.
That felt hat, however, I could get into.
Yeah. Oh, so Jessica's leaning into Madeline now and trying to get the goods on her, and basically intimating that the blonde Viking gigolo and her had a
Yeah.
thing going. They
Why
had a
did
little
she what
something something.
why oh, okay, so that actually doesn't make sense. So you always go to the relationship. I mean, actually it's kind of interesting that nobody thought to do that yet. Why you always
Yeah, she
go to
seems
the
like the last
partner.
stop, right?
Partially because, duck, duck, goose. Eventually you have to get to the right one. And
Hmm.
if we started with the first one, then it would be house.
Yeah.
Then it would be the entire episode trying to convince everyone that it was actually lupus.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, Madeline here is basically leaning on Jessica too, saying like, "Stay out of my way, bitch. You're out of my way, class." Which is a pretty bold statement, all things considered. One thing
oh,
that pisses
and
me
she
off a little
knows
bit,
they always talk too much. She knows about the scarf.
she knows about the
They always
scarf.
talk too much. One
One
thing,
thing
yes.
about the scarf is that it's a distinct plaid scarf that Leonard owns, right? And it's been found at the site of the crime with blood on it. Jessica,
Mhm.
this is one of those weird instances where Jessica does not really believe in what makes sense. She's like, oh, it could belong to anybody. Jessica, Jessica, it's
She is
Leonard's
very
scarf.
selective. She's
Yeah.
very well because that doesn't make any sense why he would leave it. That's what I think we're led to. But like, he wouldn't have been like, you're just not that careless. How convenient. It's like Magnum's hat at the scene of the crime. Like, it's
Hmm.
just a little too on the nose.
Yeah.
Especially since it was at a he wore that scarf at a public event. Like
Yeah.
everyone saw him in that. Um,
This is like, are we really trying to rewrite this, Jessica? Like, just accept that it's his and understand why. She says it so many times, like, it could have been anybody's scarf. I don't know what you're talking about. It may not. Maybe it's not Leonard's. Of course it's Leonard's. What are you
of
doing, girl?
course.
All of a
I
sudden, your
know.
rules don't apply? It's random.
She's rationalizing
Yeah.
super hard here.
She does not want her buddy buddies to be guilty. And I get it. I get it.
She goes back to Armstrong's. They're chatting, and she gets a phone call, which is always funny whenever she's somewhere because, of course, it takes a lot of effort for Jessica to get places
Yeah.
because she can't
Yeah.
drive, so she always has to be delivered. Sort of for anyone to know where she is, that already takes some effort.
Right. He's called him back to the house, Kettler, Sergeant Kettler,
Yeah.
and I think he just wants to show off in front of her.
Yeah, it's a little bit stage struck. What's his name?
Yes. Oh
Yeah,
God. What is
it's a
his
little
name?
bit
Anna Maria
our
Bonaducci. What
police
is his
chief.
name? What is his name? Morton P. Drock, I remembered.
Brock.
Oh my God. It is a little bit like, let me show you what I figured out. Haha.
We don't have it. It's also like we don't. He has to impress this murder mystery writer because he wants her to become his colleague in the biz, essentially
Basically.
via his wife.
And because
There are
he doesn't
dozens of
really know what
scarves,
kind of writer he
thousands, in
is.
fact.
Jeez. Jessica.
And he has, ma'am, I have a scenario. He even says scenario.
And she will not let him land this plane. Oh, there was also a gun, obviously. Dean Jones had a gun that's been missing for months or something, and this gun showed
Oh,
up thrown out in the woods, and it was the gun that killed the Viking Gigolo.
always.
Oh, and it turns out that the blood on the scarf is not Drake Eaton's blood, it's actually Leonard's blood.
Bum, bum, bum. Why has this not been sent to a lab yet?
I don't know. I don't know. What are they doing here in Ithaca? This place doesn't make sense. It's like outer space or something.
What are we doing here in Ithaca?
This episode's like pulling teeth. Oh gosh. Okay, so this is the sequence of events was Carrie's at the house. She calls Drake over. Drake and her are having a little thing, and then Drake tries to push himself onto Carrie. She struggles. She tries to get away. She pulls the gun out of the cabinet, points it at him, and he laughs and he takes it away from her, and then she runs out, right? Okay.
Yeah,
So then Blake is in Russell's house by himself. Then Dean Jones, Leonard, he sees what's happening through the telescope because someone has programmed the telescope to see into that house. And so he sees Drake there, he sees Carrie there, and he runs off to rescue her or confront them or whatever, right? He gets there and he finds Drake. They tussle. Drake knocks Dean or Leonard over. He knocks his head out, blood on the scarf, and passes out. But what happens next, we don't know.
because of course he can't be the one. So
No,
there has to be a
too
longer
easy.
explanation. Now we're getting into Fashionable Way to Die, where we he thought he killed him,
Yeah,
and then there's going to be somebody else to finish the job because he's unconscious.
right. Ugh, we're back in the police station. Why? Why? This scene. Too many
We're just
scenes.
stretching. We're stretching.
I don't know that there's much substance to this episode.
Oh, there's absolutely not. This could have been
It
done in
feels
15
like
minutes.
this could have been an email.
Yeah, there's absolutely.
It is just stuffed
Um,
full of superfluous nonsense to
it
fill
could have
time
taken could have taken place anywhere.
anywhere.
And yet is not committed, I feel, to the storytelling. It's just
Well,
all of these things are
yeah,
just happening.
they have a marvelous set piece to use, and I think that was
There's
sort
not even
of
really investigation happening.
no. It's very lazy. It's very casual investigation. Even like threatening to arrest Leonard or Carrie, it's very like, I'm gonna arrest
Right.
them, but maybe not. You know what I mean? Like nothing
I do,
happens.
yeah.
Nothing happens. So I think it's one of those episodes where there's an idea, right? Like Murder, She Spoke. There was this idea of having this voiceover line. Oh, we're gonna put it in an audio recording studio. Ooh, that creates like the circumstances for a murder.
Hmm.
And that's all fun and cool, but then when you get down to it and you start dissecting the murder itself and the plot itself, it's so flimsy. So they have this huge set piece. There's this giant telescope under the auspices of this comet that's arriving. And then, ooh, we're going to put some intrigue and political shit underneath it. But it's not, it's just stuffing.
And it's not even particularly intriguing. Again,
No,
there's no KGB, there's no spy secrets,
there's no major cars off.
there's no confluence of duplicity under like there's no corruption even to speak of.
Not really. It's just like, I don't like what you want to do with our business or our work.
Yeah,
But
which
there's
is, I
nothing
mean, frankly
illegal or
arguable.
unethical.
Like that's
Yeah.
just
This is a normal work conflict, frankly. It's
so
not
Jessica
that much of a stretch.
is is talking to Faye. You know what? I finally remember. She reminds me. I think I may have even mentioned this in Murder in a Minor Key. She reminds me of Terry Garr,
Yeah.
our Karen Grassi. That's
Very,
our
she's a little
favorite.
more slender and a little bit more bird-like, but very Terry Garr.
Mm-hmm. Bird-like. Yes.
So it turns out that Faye and Jessica clocked it because of the stains or the lack of coffee stains on that program report of where the telescope is supposed to be. Faye was the one that set it to Russell's house because she knew that Carrie was going to be there and that Leonard would see her because she's trying to play God, I guess, and show Leonard how inadequate Carrie is for him because she loves him. She loves
She
him so
loves him.
much.
And it's the coffee stains that indicate, which is again reminds me of the coffee and the chair. The coffee. So this episode is full of pieces from other episodes
Uh-huh.
that I.
It's like Murder, She Wrote roulette, right? They just like, we need to write
Hmm.
an episode. Let's just throw some darts and see what we land on from the past. So when we got to this point, I actually thought they were going to reveal that Kay was the killer and that Kay,
In a certain episode, she would have been.
yeah, because this is a
Yeah.
pretty last minute reveal that Kay is responsible for where the telescope ended up and what Leonard saw. And that means she also covered evidence by reprinting or falsifying a program report for the computer to try to save Leonard. I don't know how.
She does explain it. Hang on. Let's see.
I never dreamed Leonard would kill him. You only wanted Leonard to realize that his young wife was unworthy of his devotion.
Carrie wasn't capable of loving Leonard the way I did. I shared his life more than she ever could.
If only Leonard had married you instead of Carrie, I should have put it together sooner. You phoned Russell at the vacation house to find out what happened, but Russell said that that number was unlisted.
I overheard Carrie talking to Drake Eaton. She said she was going to spend a few days at Russell's vacation house. I thought if Leonard could only see for himself what she was up to.
And then to be sure that your plan had worked, you went up to the vacation house.
No.
Leonard said that there were shadows in the bedroom window. Just before he entered, he thought he heard a woman's voice.
Well, it wasn't me. I was home in bed. as far away from Leonard and Carrie and Drake Eaton as I could get. It's ridiculous, Mrs. Fletcher. How could anyone in their right mind assume that Leonard Palmer, of all people, would shoot someone?
What?
I said,
Never mind, I heard what you said.
Stop talking.
It may not be.
Why even ask what?
I know. Because we need that eureka moment.
Yeah.
So he should have loved me. I'm only 17 years younger than him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you understand? Could have loved me. He should have loved me.
I hate that like a smart character like Faye is relegated to that sort of pining.
Yeah, she's not even Lois Nettleman
I
or
know, it's not
Nettleton.
even that interesting because she doesn't have the guts
Getting
to
that.
commit the murder, right?
Yeah,
It's cool that Jessica thinks it's her until that moment. She's like, "Oh shit, it's somebody else." I don't really
there's
know
another woman.
what the
There's
direct
another woman's
aha
voice.
was. Like we should have thought of this before, frankly, at this point.
Well, she said what the line is that who could ever think that Leonard would shoot someone?
Yeah, because he didn't.
He didn't.
I
It's
guess
all a
that's
lie.
the aha. So Jessica, because she has a flair for dramatics, she's meeting somebody in a dark corridor or
This is like the courtyard of
yeah, of this institution or college or
is
wherever
it
they
the
are.
it's not the observatory, right? It's not the is it the building?
I
Or is this
think
like a park?
I think it's just part of the complex. I mean, I think we need to hear her.
All right.
Mr. Haven, thank you for coming. I apologize for the short notice and the late hour.
You said on the phone you had some information
And
about...
even this reminds me of Sherlock Holmes
Yes, in your
yelling
very
across
own
the pool.
interest.
Oh, the pool,
I'd like
sure.
to know how Leonard Palmer came to be at the vacation house.
He was spying on his wife through that telescope.
Not exactly. His assistant, Faye Hewitt, you may have met her at the reception, gave him a little help by programming the computer to move the telescope to the window.
Did she? I wonder what... Oh, I see. Hell hath no fury.
I'm curious about something. Did you follow Mr. Eaton to the vacation house, or did you see the note Carrie had sent asking him to meet her?
I was never at that house.
Weren't you?
Say, Mrs. Fletcher, what happened to that nice little lady from Maine act of yours?
You had to have been there, Mr. Haven. You said the police had found the scarf with Leonard Palmer's blood on it, but even the police had assumed it was Mr. Eaton's blood on that scarf, which means that you had seen the fight between them.
A slip of the tongue, Mrs. Fletcher, and I'll deny I said it.
Finally, somebody says it.
He'd seen the
All the
Mm.
time, Jessica has.
He thought it was Carrie in the boat.
Jessica's always like, I heard you say this. Well, I'll say I didn't.
I'll lie. Well, what do you want from me?
You're confused, Mrs. Fletcher.
No, not anymore. Carrie had sent Mr. Eaton a note inviting him to the vacation house.
Ooh, we get a flashback sequence. I think it's necessary
his
here because it's
ruffian.
very convoluted.
Dances from outside,
Oof.
but Carrie resisted him,
Oh.
even threatened him with a gun. But according to what she said, he took the gun away from her. Seeing Carrie leave, you must have come in and had it out with him. But Leonard Palmer arrived, and Drake hustled you into the bedroom out of sight.
Oh, that's that shadowy figure.
Leonard thought it was Carrie in the bedroom, but it was you, Madeline. Leonard said that Drake blooded his nose, but Leonard was
Ouch.
probably unconscious for a while.
That could have killed him.
I can only imagine
Yeah.
what was between you and Drake. But you'd had enough. You were the one who shot him. So when Leonard regained
We actually get blood.
consciousness and found Drake dead, he assumed Carrie had shot him.
Remarkable, Mrs. Fletcher.
Remarkable.
Too bad you can't prove it.
Remarkable. It's much a hey.
Remarkable.
Oh.
I'll tell you something that isn't theory. When you came down from your room in the inn that morning and I expressed my condolences, you said,
Whoever shot him is going to feel even sorrier.
how did you know he'd been shot?
They always talk too much.
Ah.
Faye Hewitt. She called my room.
But Faye didn't know he'd been shot, only that he'd been murdered.
Ooh. Do we have a detective in the wings? We have a detective in the
We sure
wings.
do. And the crumbling begins. This is the best scene in the episode.
Nickel and dime was climbing over me to make a name for himself. And all the while, he was telling me
No G's. Telling me.
All of a sudden, she's like a saloon girl.
I love it.
finding that gun in the bedroom was like an omen, a portent, Mrs. Fletcher. I didn't even hear it go off.
So, bad abusive guy gets killed
He
by
was
his
two-timing it, you
mistress.
see? Don't you understand?
Hmm.
I had to do it. I had to get this man off my back. I had to do it. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Yeah.
there it is.
And and also like this is another interesting one because I always say how the murder victim is either someone that you love so much that you want justice for, or is such a bastard that you want to know who you're rooting for. And we don't know that Drake's a bastard until it's revealed. Like that's
That
not given.
sequence, that final sequence, we
Yeah.
understand how nasty he was toward Carrie and how violent he
Hmm.
was and how flippant he was toward Madeline, frankly,
Yeah.
and doing his own thing to, I
And
suppose.
that suit removal moment though, I don't I it's oh I quiver.
Oh yeah. Oh
Um
yeah.
wasted on
Oh,
these ladies.
honestly,
Um,
they didn't appreciate.
and it has nothing to do with anything.
No, that's it. Even the button on the end with the detective is a throwaway.
Yeah, he basically says thanks, but no thanks. We're not going to go with you
We're not going to
to
work
work
with
with my
you.
wife. He
Yeah,
blows her off as opposed to the other way around, which actually saves her some face.
truly. And that's it. That's it.
Well, she always
That's
says,
it.
I don't write bedroom scenes or car chases, so it's better this way. Well, Harbinger
Jeez.
acclimated. Also, like we run out of our doctor, we run out of Armstrong. Faye has no uh conclusion. She's just gonna
No.
still, I guess, keep working with Palmer.
And pining for Leonard and watching
Uh,
Carrie and Leonard from afar and being sad about it.
and I
Was the
guess
comet
Carrie and
discovered?
Leonard's marriage is saved.
I guess.
Did we? Yeah, I don't even know if the comet happens.
No. No.
It's
No, there's no
again
fucking comet.
just MacGuffin MacGuffin.
What a waste of time. What a waste of time. Um, okay,
So,
one thing,
concluding thoughts on Harbinger of Death.
a waste of time. I'm sorry.
It's just
This is this was such a slog to watch for today. It's only when Jessica starts getting her gears going that it gets a little interesting. But then what she discovers is bland, boring. I don't think the characters are particularly interesting. Even her niece Carrie is just like a milquetoast nothing.
mhm.
I, I maybe I'm in a mood
Yeah.
today. I might just
No,
be in
you're
a
not.
mood. I don't think
This
this
is
is a
in
strong
fact
episode.
I think it's probably the worst of the season.
Yeah.
Um, we're only halfway through, might I add. This is episode 13 out of 22. We have
Yeah.
reached our halfway point, and to go from such strong episodes
Yeah.
of Eden and Doom with a View and Barbitals and even Indian Giver, which has like it's uncomfortable, but there's like
Hmm.
stuff going on.
Hmm.
It is an absolute slog. It's not fun. It's not cozy. It's not particularly intriguing, frankly.
No.
Um, and all
You
of
know
the
what's
actors who we've seen in more interesting roles are kind of wasted here, except with our the exception of our Madeline, who I think even she could be amped up just a tad.
she could be amped up. She could be turned up from like 7 to 9, right? She's
Hmm.
a little subtle or something. I mean, I
Hmm.
suppose we're going for realism here, but
But just imagine Jessica Walter in that role.
much yummier.
So much more yummy.
Yeah. And
And
I don't want to say
that's not a
anything about
necess
Marcia Rodd because I think she's giving the most interesting performance in this cast so far. It's the one we
but
were most
everyone else,
interested
because
in
everyone
talking
else is at
about.
a 4. That's the thing
Everyone else
too,
is at a
is
4. Jeffrey Tambor's at a 2. I don't think he raises his voice even once, right? This
what an
weird doctor with the
odd
hairline.
casting
They're just
choice.
around. It's a small cast, but even some of these guys, they mean nothing in the end. This doctor means nothing in the end. He's not even a viable suspect for the murder. He's just around.
Yeah. Well, and in theory, it's world building. In theory,
I guess it
because
doesn't land that way though. It
yeah,
lands as if inefficient, right?
yeah,
And it's frustrating because this episode, I think, has a lot of pieces that should appeal to the kid in me, right? Like the whole space exploration thing. That could be a cool premise to explore. We haven't done that on Murder, She Wrote yet. But we go
it's just to get us the
nowhere.
telescope. It's just to get us the telescope.
We don't even get to look through the telescope at any moment to be like, oh, look at the stars, right?
No,
It's such a
or
missed opportunity.
an interesting cinematography moment that would have given us like a
Yeah,
cool angle.
it's
We
a
don't, even
wasted
in the flashback,
opportunity.
we don't see someone looking at it. I think
Mm-mm.
because they knew they didn't have the functioning telescope. Like they
Yeah.
didn't even know how to fake it.
Or they were in a space that they were using that they weren't permitted to be close enough to touch it, right? Or to manipulate it anyway. I don't know. Could have been anything.
That's a good point. Yeah, because this
But
is all very this was filmed, the telescope was filmed at Los Angeles Valley College,
hmm,
which is in Van Nuys, California. The rest of this is all filmed in California as well. The Griffith Observatory,
hmm,
famously at Griffith Park, where you might also recall being used in La La Land and Jurassic Park and Rebel
right,
Without a Cause. It's used in a billion things.
right.
Um, and just a lot of studio work. Like again, the setting is the sets are just not that exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did make a comment at one point about how the costume design was actually really effective, which I still stand
Yes.
by. I think it really works
Yes.
for this environment and these people, and some of the tableaus in the spaces are really quite beautiful. Give credit where credit's due.
Sure.
But I don't want to watch this again. Frankly,
Yeah.
I don't really care to put it on again.
Yeah. I skip it every time. Again, to go from the Barbitals episode, and frankly, even our next episode, which
Hmm.
is The Curse of the Den of, it's also not that much. I mean, it's fine, but it's not a highlight of this season, of that season either. So these two back to back, they're a little
Mm.
skippable
Yeah,
because what you really want to do is you just want to get to Murder Morning
right,
Among the Wisterias
right,
or Murder Through the Looking Glass. You want to
totally,
get through to something a little bit more energetic.
right. Well, it's
Um,
interesting you say Curse of the Danov, which is next, and this one being sort of maybe a little underperforming compared to those around it. I think they're
mhm.
doing di opposite things here. I think this one took an idea and then dialed it down to one or two, and it doesn't go anywhere. And I think the Curse of the Danov dials up an idea to like 9 or 10, and sort of the mystical mysticism of it all, and it becomes a little hokey and a little silly, but I like it. I think there's more happening
Yeah.
in that episode by far to latch onto and enjoy than there is here. Nothing is
And
fun
also
here.
it gives us more Seth. It gives us more
Yeah.
backstory on a primary character too,
Hmm.
which is useful.
Right.
Because we don't even really get anything out of Jessica by having her have a niece.
Their relationship
Like,
seems so thin. She says at one
I
point,
know.
there are few
There's
people in the
no
world I care
nurturing.
about than you two, but right now, and I'm like, no, you don't.
No. You love your jockey
You don't care
niece
these
more.
people.
You love your psychotic break niece more.
Yeah.
You
And
love
that's in the
your
writing.
marketing niece more. Like, yeah, it absolutely is so
There's just not
So
substance in the
superficial.
writing here. Yeah, it just doesn't
Yeah.
really work for me. And I was actually kind of looking forward to watching it because I sort of remembered the telescope. It was like, oh, that's kind of fun. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Oh, and frankly, I think that the gimmick of having the telescope looking at a house 33 miles away to see a body laying there, I think that's cool. I think getting there and how they got there here was a mistake or it didn't work. But the getting there would have been cool if it had been more worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been very, very effective, but it just seems odd. Even like some of the Jessica stuff, like her going up, we're sort of rewatching now on the
Yeah.
and they're in the telescope room and she in there being told how things work by Leonard. It feels like a silly, flitty little scene that doesn't go anywhere, and then she just leaves. It
It's
could
just to
be
show the setting
impressive,
that they rented.
but it's not.
Yeah. And it also, I don't know if they changed things because this is an actual observatory. This looks so sparse.
Yeah, and
This
it doesn't
looks like a
look
set. It almost like if you hadn't been told this is a real observatory, you'd be like, "Oh, this is what they think an observatory looks like."
well, and it's clearly like a well-tread one too, because you can see the bars like leading up to the room. There's like a turnstile. This is a place that people come in as it's like an amusement park proxy, right?
Yeah, it's a tourist
This is an
destination.
attraction. This isn't a place of scientific research, which also feels a little delegitimizing in
Mm,
a way. I don't know. There's something about it. It just doesn't quite line up. Like on paper, all of these ideas were very cool, and then in execution, they just don't land.
the Astrophysics Institute.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And even that party, like I don't know, there's just so much more. I mean, that actually is a fun scene because actually that the banter in that one at least has some,
hmm
but everything, yeah, everything else is so dry.
I just wish
Yeah.
there'd been more substance in that banter, frankly. Because this is the scene where
And
we
you know
actually
what?
have the relationships crossing paths, and not that much
Dean
happens.
Jones doesn't even need that scarf. He
No,
just has it around his neck, barely accessorizing. It's just so it can be covered in blood later.
that's it.
And
Nobody
how do
else is
you
wearing a
not pick
scarf.
that up? How do you not wake up, see a dead man, and say, "Oh shit, let me get out of here," and not grab my scarf? It's just
Well, and that's
how do you
another
do
thing
it?
that frustrates me is that basically Carrie and Leonard, they both knew that they didn't commit the murder, but they both made assumptions that the other person did.
Which we did in the Polly Bergen episode.
We could have just had a fucking conversation, right?
I know.
But instead, we
Well,
have to
that
do this pomp
shows
and
the
circumstance of like, no,
relationship.
no, she's not responsible. No, no, he didn't do it. Why
Yep,
don't you
and
just
that
talk
happens in
about it?
the Blind Man episode too. Like there,
Yeah.
these all these little fractures of previous episodes coming together under this, and
hmm
it's just not. It just doesn't quite land. So
No.
in theory, you take all of these pieces that work in effective, actually successful episodes,
Yeah.
successful murder mysteries, and for some reason, it just doesn't come together.
Yeah. It's like trying to fit puzzle pieces together that aren't from the same puzzle. That
It's
finished product
just,
going to be wonky. You're not going to hang it on your wall.
and again, like, and even Madeline, who is a smart intellectual, like she's in charge of the spending review, that requires a
hmm
mathematician, that requires an accounting capability. She's not dumb by any means.
No.
She's not stupid, but
But she's,
her motivation is purely Gigolo man, who
yeah.
she's not in love with.
No.
She's not in
And
love with that man.
can we not forget that she's dressed like a fortune teller? How am I supposed to take her seriously?
Very gently. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I think we've said it. I
I don't
think
need
at
to
this
say anything
point,
else. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
satisfied.
yeah, folks, it's not that we don't care and it's not that we don't love. It's just
No.
that they can't all be A pluses. They can't even all be B minuses. And this is just an off week, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, even an off week in Murder She Wrote is still, we're still gonna find a way to
Oh,
talk
I'm
about it for an
still
hour and a half.
enjoying the fuck out of
But
this. Are you kidding? Yeah.
but
But
it's just
that's part of the fun.
yeah. I wonder if this is also another I don't know, victim of them trying to be relevant, like of trying to hit like a
Sure.
piece in time, like a moment in
Yeah.
time. Like where haven't we been? What's going on in the world?
Like this feels like
Again,
it
if
could
you
be inspired by some piece of news that came out like 6 months prior,
yeah, but
right?
you know,
Like,
I want some communists. I want some money laundering. I want some sluts. Like I
swing
want like
big.
a little bit more. Yeah, I
Yeah.
want more.
Wasn't there like a telescope or something in Glass Onion or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yes.
see that's where they deliver on the telescope.
Well, I mean, Glass Onion is also that is another confluence of tropes brilliantly executed.
Yeah,
Like that's
brilliantly.
another like you just because you have all the pieces doesn't mean it is gonna work. And this is another
Yeah.
one where almost every single element, including science or technology being a major component, is just not the sum. The sum of the parts is just not equal.
Yeah. It's like
It's
a
just not
basket and
equal.
they went like 1 part science, 1 part
Yeah.
politics, 1 part affair. There's a murder in there
Um,
somewhere, right?
there's the yeah, and again, we've been able to point to almost a dozen previous Murder She Wrote episodes that have elements that this episode uses so
Hmm.
much more effectively.
Yeah. Including some of the cast members, frankly.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And maybe that also would help if this episode would be maybe a little bit more interesting if there was more high profile or more interesting
Yeah.
casting. When
Bigger
George
swings.
DiCenzo is the most exciting change of pace. I mean, he's
It's
playing a
hardly
role that
anything.
we've never seen him play before.
Yeah. I
Every
do love,
you know what? And he that role was Herb Edelman all over it. Like that's the other thing is
oh,
that role
sure.
was so
It's
made for
been
that
done by
kind of
somebody
actor.
else already.
And almost all of these roles could have been played by somebody. I mean, absolutely all these roles could have been played by
Yeah.
somebody else
Yeah.
and would have been improved, frankly.
I do have a soft spot for Karen Grassle.
Sure.
I think she's good in this. Again, the writing doesn't really give her the most to do other than to be sort of a two-dimensional pining woman. But I always want them to like
Yeah.
shake it out, girl. Get away from that
But I
man.
mean, you know what?
But
Then throw me like throw me like a Joe Beth Williams. Give me somebody with
yeah,
just a little
yeah.
bit more um
Oh, and
I
you
don't
just
know.
crossed my mind is that she's committed to Leonard and the work that they're doing, and she thinks that she's a better life partner for him, right? But on the night this comet's supposed to show up, she reprograms the telescope to look in somebody's house so that he can get jealous. Doesn't seem like she's very
Mhm.
committed to finding this comet. So that doesn't even make sense.
No, she's just in love with him. And
Ugh,
again,
I hate it.
it reduces her agency is completely
Ugh,
removed.
I hate
And you
that.
know what? Her being young and you know she's all Pygmalion to make her look like if she just took
Yeah.
off the glasses, we know what she looks like when she's made up. We know
Hmm.
that and frankly, the young kind of milquetoast wife doesn't do anything either.
No,
Why not just have a woman of a similar age, an interesting older woman? Give me Polly Bergen. You know what? Give me Judith Light.
it's like,
Give me somebody.
yeah, they
Give
create.
me Anne Francis. Like
Oh,
give me
yeah.
somebody. Like
But there's
and
no
then if
weight.
or
There's no like stakes.
yeah, yeah.
There's, there's nothing to hold on to. Even like Karen Grassle's like, if she is just that pining wife character, make her the murderer for God's sakes. Give her a little bit more passion, a little bit more
Yeah. Make her the
to
one who
dig
thinks she killed him.
into. Right.
Even if she's not the murderer, give her that moment, give
Right.
her something. I mean, again, that's sort of again retreading
Yeah.
our lovers and other killers storyline.
Right.
But if you're gonna
At this
go there,
point,
then go there. At least with lovers and other killers, they went there.
they take the swing.
Yeah.
Someone was like, I'm going
Well,
to play in the art of subtlety for this episode of Murder, She Wrote.
I
Mwahaha. This
know.
doesn't land. Well, and I
Or
feel like
give,
now, at this point, I'm just
yeah,
finding things to complain about.
of course.
Maybe I
Well,
sound a little bitter or
that's
something.
how we're enjoying ourselves,
It
frankly.
is true,
That's
yeah.
what we're allowing ourselves.
Bitch, bitch, bitch.
Um, but we thank you for allowing us to kvetch all over the place.
Hmm. Let me grab the
Harbinger
towel.
of Death. Good to good to have seen you. We're gonna move on.
We sure are.
If you
Bye.
loved this episode, please tell us. If you think this episode is the perfect confluence of intrigue, motivation, and character world building, by all means, sell us. Sell us, sell us, sell us. I'd love to hear someone who loves this episode.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, not that we give a lot of credit to IMDb. It has a 7, which is a pretty good rating.
Yeah. I feel like
Uh,
people are seduced by the concept of it.
I guess.
Who knows?
I don't know.
We've got
I
bigger
don't even
fish to
think the
fry.
concept is like we could have spent more time distracting us with the world building if they really wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, we don't even spend a lot of we don't even spend time in a conference room or in a assembly room like we do in other episodes that we sort of meh on,
Yeah.
like Dusty Death, all of those conference room scenes, um, Capital Offense, all of those scenes of them talking about procedure and
Hmm.
what they're gonna do in Washington. Like, give us a little bit more insight into the world. Then tell us more about NASA. Tell us more
Right.
about what that is. Because again, we're not given enough information to care.
No, everything is painted so beigely.
They didn't do research.
They didn't want to do research.
The writers just did not.
No. And it
Price,
feels
Gerson,
like
and
it.
Swanson,
It
you
feels like
didn't try.
they haven't built the world. And frankly, they talk about with actors, right? Like you have to have an understanding of where you were before you show up to do a scene and where you're going after a scene, right? You have to have a whole
Yeah,
life built for this person. This episode does not exist in that way. There's no
no.
life before this or after this. It's just plop in what happens, extract, nothing matters.
Yep. And maybe this would have been interesting as like one of the movies too, if they had had more time to, or they, well, they
Yeah.
have so much time, if they had provided themselves more time to sort of world building and make this an hour and a half where they actually can get into the stuff,
Yeah.
then you know what, by all means, but it's not there. All right. I feel like this bloody beaten
We
corpse
beat it to death.
of this episode.
And we're not even talking about our Viking Gigolo.
No, what a shame. What a shame. And
What a
they even had
shame.
to take him away from us with that. I mean, it's a rape scene, basically. Like
Yeah.
he's assaulting her.
Yeah.
Um, what a bastard.
What a
What a
bastard.
shame.
Well, you know what? I'm looking forward to next week when we can assess
Yeah.
some offensive racial stereotypes.
Yay!
Ah,
Are we excited?
aren't
Are
we
we excited?
excited?
All right. Goodbye, Harbinger. You've been fun. Well, it's been fun talking about you. I still, but lest we further delay, I do enjoy talking about these less than satisfying episodes
Me
of You
too.
Petrified because
Me too.
one must get through it somehow. But for now, and as always, I'm Victor Devon,
I'm petrified, and this
and this
is was
was it's was. We're not doing this
was
again.
no, no. Moving on. And this
This was
was Murder, She Wrote.
Murder, She
Tonight.
Wrote.
Tonight on
Tonight,
Murder, She Wrote. Fuck.
we both did it. Oh my God. This episode has taken us completely out of sorts. Let's do that one more time. I'm Victor Devon,
I'm petrified. And this
and this
was
was
Tonight
tonight
on Murder,
on
She
Murder, She Wrote.
Wrote.
Good Lord. Pour one out for Madeline. You were the MVP. You tried.
When I tell you that I am gritting my teeth, and I have been for the last hour and a half,
That's it.